Ladies and gentlemen, the Commissioner of the NFL, Vic Dibitetto.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming today. As you know, these are very complicated times in our country, very complicated. As you know, the decision has been made to change the name of the Washington Redskins to something else yet to be determined. The NFL Board of Directors and I decided that while we work on changing the Redskins name to something less offensive, we really should be looking at the entire league, all team names, and make the changes that need to be made all at once. The following is our findings and suggestions to the team owners. Over in the NFC West, we really don't have a problem, okay? We're okay with animals as team names. So the Rams, Cardinals, and Seahawks will remain as they are. But oh boy, do we have a problem with the 49ers. Okay, we don't want to give the impression that we are excluding anyone younger or older than 49 if people think that 49er refers to age. We want to stay away from ageism. Okay. Also, have you ever seen pictures of the people who were 49ers back in the day? They were mostly white men with beards. And in all honesty, they all look like hobos who haven't shaved or showered since they hit puberty. So, you know what? We don't think this image of smelly old white men is a good fit for the new NFL. So that name will be changing. Now, the NFC North is a little bit of a mess. A little bit. The Bears and Lions are okay. Once again, they are animals, and we just don't find the use of animals to be offensive unless Peter steps in, and it's not a guy named Peter. Anyway, but the Vikings, oh boy, the Vikings, lily white people who may or may not have been violent, that's got to go. And we don't want to take a chance with the Packers also, for two reasons. Number one, nobody really knows what a Packer is. And two, if it has anything to do with meat packing, we need to avoid that as those people who are getting sick with the coronavirus, I don't know, for some reason right now. So those two teams will be changing their names too. The NFC East is just a total mess. The Eagles are okay. It's a bird, and it's our national symbol, so no worries there. But the Cowboys and Indians or Redskins, that's got to go. We know the Redskins will be changed, obviously, but we feel the Cowboys need to go too. So we're working on something less offensive, like the Dallas people with 10-gallon hats. That way, it includes everyone without singling out anyone other than the people who don't wear huge hats, which at this time we don't feel are offensive. However, if oversized hats do become an issue, we will address it at that time, and Dallas will have to go hatless. And sadly, the Giants' name needs to go too. Yeah, we don't want to offend anyone who may be larger than normal in either height or weight. And the NFC South is a problem. Okay, the Falcons and Panthers are acceptable, but the Saints has too much of religious affiliation. You know, we don't want to offend our atheists or devil-worshipping fans. And when you really think about it, Buccaneers is just another name for pirates. And pirates did some really bad things. Pirates are like the criminals of the sea. So both of those teams will be changing their names also. Now, in the AFC North, the Ravens can stay as is, even though we are troubled by the connection with Edgar Allan Poe. The Bengals are fine because that's a type of tiger. We're changing the Steelers to just steel because we don't find medals of any kind to be offensive. But holy shit, what's the deal with the Browns? The Browns' name is going to have to go. The hell kind of a name is that to begin with? Does it refer to a skin tone? Does it refer to feces? Who names a team a color? So the Browns will have to change. Okay, now, in the AFC West, Right off the bat, we have the Chiefs. Okay, I mean, really? Really? The Chiefs? That's got to go for obvious reasons. The Broncos is okay, but we don't really know what the Charger is referring to. Is it electric? Is it a horse? I mean, there is a lightning bolt on the helmet, so we will let that name go for now. But we are still looking into it. But again, the Raiders is a problem, just like Buccaneers and Vikings. I mean, think about it. I mean, calling them the Raiders is like calling them the looters and the rapists. That's what Raiders did. They were like pirates too, unless they're referring to the bug spray, in which case we would be okay with that, as long as they change the logo and just show a dead bug on its back with an X over it. In the AFC East, we are changing the Patriots to the Pats because Patriot is too nationalistic. We want everyone around the world to feel the NFL is for everyone. The Dolphins' name is harmless. It's like calling them the Miami Nipples, for God's sakes. I mean, a dolphin or a fucking nipple is just not offensive. Now, the Jets should also change their name just because it's pretty stupid, if you ask me. No one should be named after a mode of transportation. And we will let the Bills stay as is for now because we think it refers to a buffalo named Bill and not the person Buffalo Bill, who was like a 49er and looked like a smelly hobo, which, as you know, is a problem. So we'll get back to you on that. And finally, in the AFC South, the Colts and the Jaguars are fine. Now, the Texans are okay too, but the Titans will need to be changed for the same reasons as the Giants has to be changed, because we just don't, we don't want to offend anyone who may be larger than normal in any way from no fault of their own, okay? And that's that, ladies and gentlemen. The NFL is trying very hard to be an organization that is inclusive of everyone, everywhere, okay? We may even change the word national to interplanetary, because we may be making the entire solar system a part of the league, and since we do have plans to begin playing a few games on Mars starting in 2022, this makes complete sense to us. Again, thank you for your time. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Try not to offend anyone unless they deserved it. Good day.